What am I doing next week? Well, next week I'm going up to Liverpool. That's a pretty substantial mooring ring. Gosh, it is beautiful here. Here I am at Gloucester Docks once again with the Brompton this time. You can just see the cathedral in the distance over there. And this time I've come to look at something a little bit different, and I have to head over that way. And my first port of call will be Gloucester Lock. That's quite a crane, isn't it? (1944) Rodley, Leeds. So we are at Gloucester Lock. Lights are flashing green, which means conditions are normal, and you can go through here between 8 o'clock in the morning and 6 in the evening. I believe the lockkeeper's office is up there at the other end of the lock. We'll go take a look at that. It's quite a wide one. Pretty substantial gates. That's a pretty substantial mooring ring. Wow, marvellous. Yes, very wide and pretty long too. And quite low here, but that bridge actually lifts. That's electrically powered. So I imagine they have to lift that for almost all boats going through here. Here's the mechanism. You can see where the pivots are. And I guess it's all controlled from the lockkeeper's cabin over there. Look at the length of those beams. Incredible. Long ago I imagine that would have been the lockkeeper's cottage where they'd have lived, and now I think it's all controlled from that, which I guess gives them a much better vantage point. Yeah, this lock is really quite impressive. It's very large, and yeah, but it's not the main reason I've come to Gloucester today. The main reason I've come to Gloucester today is to visit a canal I've not been to before, and in fact it's a little known canal. It's the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal. And the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal, it's about a mile up from here, I believe, on that side. I'm going to have to ride up this road a little way to find it. And it's under restoration at the moment. There's a great project underway to try and restore the whole thing from Gloucester to Hereford. It's going to take some time, I think, and a lot of money. But I know they're trying very hard, and I'll put a link to their website on the screen for you. I'm going to try and find where the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire emerges here at Gloucester. According to my Nicholson guide, it looks like there might be a short distance of canal, just where my finger is. So I'm going to see if I can find out now. Well, I'm crossing the river again, and I think that agrees with the map in my Nicholson guide. So I think we might be getting quite close now to the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal. And here we are. It didn't take me very long to find it, just outside of the city. Short ride. And this is the basin, the end, at the moment at least, of the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal. There's a few boats tied up here. They look like work boats. There's a tug over there. All been done very nice. Another boat just up by here. So I'm gonna test out the towpath in a moment and see how good it is and see how far we can get. There's a sign there from the Canal Trust. This is the remains of a lock called Lock, and this is how boats used to connect through the lock to the River Severn. Very pretty and picturesque around here. Some lovely houses, gardens, and they've got this beautiful canal basin in front of them. And as soon as I start to say that, somebody starts using a power tool. But it can't detract from how pretty this is. Beautiful. This looks like quite an old tug. Look at the way it's riveted together. That's made of iron, I think. This is actually called Over Basin, reopened by Prunella Scales and Timothy West, well-known canal lovers and actors, of course. 2024 years ago. Wow. Nice little boat called Mr. Maisie. Looks like it might do trips. Not doing any today, but I think that's what it's destined to do. Interestingly, it's got a steering wheel rather than a conventional tiller. Says this is a pumping station, and it's going to enable them to pump water into the basin, the canal behind me, from the River Leeden. At this point the Leeden's water is waste and is about to go into the Severn. It's a 30-foot deep shaft. Wow. The shaft is linked to the river by pipes. It's the most reliable source of water this side of Ledbury. So they will pump water from here up the canal. So the water there is 30 foot deep. I can see why they've got a metal grid over it. So there's a nice straight. Yeah, the canal looks pretty intact, doesn't it? Fairly wide. I'm not sure how deep it is. Lots and lots of weed around though. I am surprised that I haven't met anybody walking. This is such a nice walk. I expected to see quite a few people around, you know, walking their dogs, etc. And I guess this is it. This is the end. There's a winding hole here. This is the end of the line so far. I'll just walk around. So there's a little entry in my Nicholson guide about the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal, and apparently it was started in 1792 and completed in 1845 and linked the two cities. 34 miles, and it went via Newent, Dimmock and Ledbury. Of course, Ledbury is one of the places I often catch a train when I'm going up towards Birmingham way. It required 3 tunnels and 22 locks, and it was closed in 1881 to allow part of its bed to be used as a railway. Oh, that's a shame. And then of course Dr. Beeching came along in the 60s and closed the railway. Yeah, so there is a restoration project firmly underway, and I'll put a link to them on here for you. I guess my next thing will be to go and find the other end of the canal in Hereford and see how things look there. So that's for another day. Obviously, I'm not quite sure when I'll be able to do that, but I hope I will. And I'll keep monitoring the progress on this, and look forward to the day when maybe it's completed. Yeah, you know, it's lovely just to sit here and listen to the birds. There's not much else to hear at all, actually. It's really peaceful here. And as usual, I'm hot now. I think I'm going to take this off. It was really cold when I left home this morning, about 10 degrees I think, I don't know what it is now, but I've been getting very hot, so I'm going to take this one off, stuff it in my rucksack. And you can be absolutely sure, well, within about 10 minutes I'll be cold again. Because that's how it always goes, isn't it? But never mind. Gosh, it is beautiful here. I can see a dragonfly just over there, but the GoPro is just, it's never going to pick it up, I'm afraid, so you'll have to take my word that it's a fabulous thing. Yeah, so this is the end. This is the end. I guess they have to get through that lot to go any further. So it's a nice little stretch, very, very, very pretty. Lots of wildlife around here, and I should think it would be very popular and well used if it was able to be completed all the way to Hereford. I hope one day they'll manage that. I really do. That would be fantastic. But you know, I wonder how many people who live in Gloucester actually know about this place. There's nobody walking along here, which is very surprising. It's very pleasant. You can just hear the birds everywhere. I haven't got any swans for you, but there are a couple of lambs over there. Have their mum come down for a little drink, I suppose? So there you are, that's the Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal. And hope you enjoyed seeing that. Probably come as a surprise to a lot of people that there is a Herefordshire and Gloucestershire Canal. And yeah, I hope one day it'll be restored completely. That'd be great. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at Gloucester. And also this lovely canal. Unfortunately, there's a guy who's been using a brush cutter ever since I got here, so I hope that noise isn't going to interfere too much. But if you liked it, please give it a like on YouTube, leave a comment, think about subscribing. Over 700 subscribers now, which is really great. So if you haven't subscribed but you do watch the videos, then why not? It won't cost you anything. No obligations at all. Other than that, what am I doing next week? Well, next week I'm going up to Liverpool, and on Wednesday, I think, Wednesday the 19th, and I'm going to see what progress they've made on Gladys, the Narrowboat, and hopefully have a chat to them about when I can expect to actually get her on the water. My hope is that it will be the middle to the end of August. That would be ideal for me. But yeah, so I'll let you know in the next video what I find out, and take some more footage of Gladys. I'm really keen to see that sign writing firsthand because it looks brilliant on the photographs I've had. So that's for next time. Thanks for watching this time. Until then, take care, and it's bye for now.